dedicated to my sister on December 30th, 2012 by John L. DiCasso. December 2012 was the 1-year anniversary of my sister's death from breast cancer. Many people died this last December and every other month of the year. My mother, two of my sister's friends, and I were there in the house with her when she died. By sharing her story last year, mostly in personal emails, I hope that my family and friends could find a hidden grief. In this world of the grave, mausoleum, and crematorium, many injustices were experienced. Sudden deaths, long drawn-out deaths, murders, religious or political persecutions resulting in death, accidental deaths, reckless deaths, disregard for our own selves or their own person type deaths, disease brought death, self-induced deaths, medical errors, military deaths, civil servant deaths, missing and presumed dead, natural disasters, miscarriages, euthanasia, and some gentle deaths during dreaming. All these happened to someone. Whatever happened to you, to someone you loved, it happened to you. Whether you loved them, hated them, liked them, or disliked them, in every combination of these emotions or states of mind, they died. Now there is one less person that you knew and who knew you, or could have learned of you in a unique and intimate way. This is sad. You are unique, but you are just like everyone else. Maybe we should have been nicer to them. They weren't really that bad. Maybe they didn't take all the love from our parents and leave us none. Maybe we'll never love anyone as much, and no one can even tolerate us, much less love us. Maybe they loved us even though they were impatient. Maybe they want us to go on with our lives, and maybe we will. We can't move forward if we're stuck in maybe land. Some parts of your heart will never be revealed, but some chambers were meant to be shared. Don't let your love shrivel up, harden, and die, but let it bleed and then heal until it is softer and healthier than before. We have to admit it, grieve it, live it, and sometimes forget it. We may feel guilty because we feel a little relieved that we don't think about them, the invisible ones, as much as we used to. We may feel guilty that we feel less grief. We must all prepare for death. Ignore it or live so hard that we never think about it. To fight the fear of death, we can try to live in positive actions and community, but also introspection. We can compare ourselves to the highest standard and confess that we failed to achieve it again, and always will. We can thank God that someone did accomplish that impossible test of character and won the prize. But only one, the one. Jesus, Joshua, will share his riches and holiness with his children in eternally sinless self-control. That's what saviors do. There are many escape plans and many paths to practice, but he is the only guide available for the narrow path. Do you love sin or hate it? You can learn to prefer God's morality. It's your move. Every day you must choose to follow God or ignorant human theories and your own blind guesses about this life and the next. It's always your choice. We love, we build, we plan, we laugh and we hope. We hate, dislike, tear down, cry, and despair. Through it all, we are running from death, racing to destruction, or walking calmly, sometimes all three in one day. We should be fully aware that death stalks us, but we can determine to make the world a better place while we're here. That will take our minds off of our problems, or reduce or increase them. It all depends. Sometimes a huge effort only yields a slightly better place for a little while, but at least it isn't a little worse. This next year might bring you more peace that overcomes uninvited dark thoughts that bring sadness, fear, confusion, burning, and frustration. You will learn to choose your reactions and be able to help create healthier plans of actions. Only living things can grow. Every day you are given a clean slate to write on. If you forgive yourself and others, it's a new day. Listen quietly for your instructions from your ever-present instructor. Happy New Year 2013.